Hiya. Um, I have been seeing a quote everywhere and it has inspired me to do a reading for you. Um, it is a quote from Anais Nin, who said, "We don't see things as they are, we see them as we are." So coming at this from like a vibrational um stance. So it's saying like the lens that you are perceiving the world through is literally muddied by whatever state your energetic being is in, your emotional being is in. So I thought this would be quite fun maybe, healing to explore. So I'm going to break it down by astrological signs. So you're welcome to watch your sun, your moon, your rising, all of them, whichever one feels more resonant, stick with that. If none of them resonate, then the message isn't for you, and that's fine. There may be another reading somewhere on YouTube for you, or one of my readings later on. Okay. Hi, Cancer. Okay, sun, moon, rising. What is the lens that you are seeing the world through? Let's have a look. Okay, I'm seeing this in two different ways. So you got the strength card. Okay, so straight off the bat, this is big energy. Okay, within the tarot, this is major arcana. This is a big deal. Okay, so this feels, on the one hand, that you feel very responsible for other people, that you are a caretaker, which makes sense as a Cancer, that you are a loving, safe space for people when they are struggling. So I know this is a lion, so it's big, but it's kind of, it looks a little bit forlorn here. Um, and I'm just thinking of like the cowardly lion from, I don't know, something about the can't think of the word. I'm going to say construction. It's not composition of this artwork. It gives me, for some reason, Wizard of Oz vibes. I don't know why. Maybe the yellow. I don't know. But yeah, the cowardly lion. Like, so you feel as if people come to you for help and you have to provide that safe space. So you are perhaps perceiving the world and the people that you meet and come into contact with, you are seeing their wounds, you are seeing where they need help and assistance, and you see that you need to provide that space for them to some capacity. Okay, so we'll see, where did this come from? Where did this lens come from? Okay. Okay, so this lens came from Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles is a card of struggle. Like any five in the tarot is like a bit of a wobbly number. It's sort of in the middle. Um, and it does, the Five of Pentacles, it's always quite hard looking in terms of like a lived experience. Here the flowers upside down, it's quite barren, it's cold. So this is saying, you have experienced hardship, and through that, you have learnt to overcome it yourself, to seek help yourself. Like this isn't I'm doing everything for myself, I don't ask for help kind of energy, because within the Five of Pentacles, there's always like warmth behind the windows. There's always a safe space there. So it's all, it's feeling as if you're out in the cold, but help is there if you're willing to seek it. Um, so I feel as though you have experienced hardships, you have reached out and gained help in whatever way was necessary for you. And in doing so, you see the value in that and have then used that learning and that experience to then become the helper. None of this is negative in any way. It's not saying you shouldn't be helping people. I mean, there is always the balance of always being the safe space and always being open to people beyond your capacity to hold that. Um, there is perhaps something here around just through this imagery, I'm just feeling, is there something around your capacity? Like, because obviously her skirt here is just the framework. So it's like, it's a bit leaky. Um, so it couldn't, if it's leaky, it can't hold everything. So yeah, there's perhaps something here around your capacity. So we'll just see what Spirit has to say about cleaning up your lens. If there's anything that needs looking at here. Okay, two came out, so I took them both. The one that made me chuckle is the Wheel of Fortune, because I think, well, Aries and Taurus definitely got it. I don't think Gemini did, but Aries and Taurus both got this card. So it's definitely something in the collective. We are in a Wheel of Fortune year. 2026 adds up to 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. It's a moment in time to be challenging the societal structures. We're seeing that out with in the wider world and the terrible things that are happening, the wild sort of restructuring of everything. So yeah, we are challenging what has been built. So in terms of cleaning up your lens, one, this is the time for it to be happening. This is spirit saying, right, you've you've learned this behavior. There is a heart, it's not, this isn't a harsh lesson. This is no way just like you need to change the way you're doing things kind of energy at all. This is a very sort of loving guidance experience. Um, it's just this is the time to maybe address things like if you have been overextending yourself to hold space for everybody through their troubles, and if there is something that can be done in terms of the lens that you are seeing the world through. So perhaps, not always seeing everybody's wounds, um, and where they need help. There's something about addressing the balance there too, because I think, that there is a wearing thin of your capacity perhaps here that yes, you want to help everybody, but you can't, you're one person. The other card that came out with the Wheel of Fortune was the Two of Cups, which is a lovely energy. So the Two of Cups is it's your cup being full. So where we were saying it's maybe a little bit leaky, it's another cup meeting your cup to have like a union. Like it could be like a friend, it could be a sibling. Like here, they're really similar. So it could be, yeah, I'm getting like a brother or a sister kind of energy. Um, But equally, if you don't have like a close friend who you feel this level of kinship and or a partner or a sibling, it can also be an aspect of yourself. So it can be like this connection to your soul self. So it could be about spending time in meditation or like dual journaling with your higher self. Um, to inquire about this whole situation, just to say, I can see these wounds in people and I want to help everybody, but um how can I do that without diminishing my cup, without my cup draining? Because you are overflowing to give to all these other people. And it's almost like you open your cup for them to sit in it so you can hold them. But of course then that spills your water out, your full your energy is spilled out to make room for them to hold them. So yeah, maybe speak to your partner, your loved ones, to see if they can meet your energy somehow to um refill your cup where necessary. So we'll see, yeah, advice here. Okay, so you've got flower spirit. as your advice. So I'm getting two separate meanings for this. The first is with this being spirit, I do feel like this Two of Cups is more about you connecting in with your higher self or soul self aspects. So whether meditation or journaling, whatever feels more aligned for you, rather than another human. I feel like this is a connection to another aspect within you. But then also, I think you need to get outside into nature to fill your cup up. I know it's very basic, and these things need to be said. Even the basic things need to be, you need that reminder. Like I walk my dog every day, and then I share my dog with my ex-husband. So when the dog is with him, I don't go out for my walks because I don't have my dog. And I'm like, well, who goes for a walk without the dog? You can go for a walk without a dog, and then I miss it if I don't do it. So I don't know why I don't do it. I need to do it. So it's a reminder to get outside and just have a walk in nature. If you live in a city, that there's parks, or even just if you've got plants in your house, just spend time with your plants. I don't know why that's coming through. Like I went for a walk at the weekend, and we were walking through this sort of like a path that was lined with trees quite close to us, and like they just felt like these trees just felt really like they wanted to communicate. Like I kept touching them. I'm not a tree hugger type person, but I was like really drawn to touching these trees, and I was just like, well, you they just felt really welcoming. And I think maybe there's something in this, where she's hugging this flower. I think there's something about this physical connection with nature. Because obviously, I feel like, yeah, like even this is a physical contact with nature. Like this is an animal. Um, this is a plant. So, even if maybe if you have like a pet, um, that could in some way fill up your cup. I'm also quite drawn to within all these cards. There's quite a lot of red, which is, again is associated with the root chakra. So that is very like a grounded energy. So I do again feel this connection to the earth. So animals, plants will be very rewarding for you in terms of balancing your energy and plugging the holes, perhaps where you are overgiving. Okay, that's all I want to say. I hope that is helpful and informative. Helpful. I don't know. Yeah. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.